where you should only be running one of them at a time. Last night was BOS only. You can only run one strategy. Okay. One strategy at a time on each chart. Okay. But as far as your settings and stuff go, it looks like he sent you an image of the settings. Make sure your settings match. Open up the green S at the top of the chart. Select the strategy and make sure it matches what he's sent to you. And if not, make the change where it's needed to be made. And if you have questions, I guess contact Danny first. There you go. Perfect. But anyways, for new people that are visiting, there's a couple names I don't recognize. The only way to learn about this program is to ask questions. Our website explains it pretty good, but the only way to find out exactly how our system works, I've kept it very simple. I've kept the system very simple, and I believe today's third grader could run our software probably easier than we could. Once we show you how to use it, and you do it once or twice, we literally open one window on each chart to start the strategy. That's it. Although the software is kind of like a smartphone where it has many functions that it could possibly do, those are for manual trading. This is automatic trading that we do, which means we don't trade. The software does it for us. So literally all we do is engage it, or the word they use on the software is enable, which means turn it on. We turn on the appropriate strategy on each chart, or one chart if you're only trading one. We set it and forget it. We set it and go to bed at night, or we set it and do what we need to do during the day. We don't need to sit and watch it. And then we check it at the end of the day to see how it does. The software can, once you're up and running and get comfortable with things, and if you get your software, you're up and running in practice mode your very first day that you have the software, you'll practice enabling the software and following the guidelines your first week. And if you're comfortable after the first week, then you'll be able to go live after that. If not, you practice a little bit longer. We've had people practice for the first month. It's not a big deal. So whenever the guidelines and your comfort level is there, you jump right in live. Fully automatic. We have safeties in place. We have a stop loss on each trade. So on the upper chart, it's 3 points. On the lower chart, it's 4.5. And then we have a daily loss limit. So if for some reason we have a bad day, when we reach our limit, the software automatically turns off and you're done for the day. And then when you check it out later on in the day to get it ready for the next day's trading, it takes 1 minute to turn it on again. That's it. Pretty easy stuff. Questions, thoughts, ideas, throw them in the chat box. These sessions, these are quick sessions in the morning, but the sessions are for, we cover the results of the night and the day, and then we answer questions for anybody, for new people, visitors, new people to the new joining members of the group, and old members of the group that sometimes have questions too. So I like to answer the questions about the functions of the software and how it works and the guidelines that we follow, which are pretty basic and simple to follow. As far as does the software really work? You want to ask other people in the session who have the software, hey, does the software really work like Joseph says it does? Have you really been producing all those points over the last 5 years? All those things. I like you to ask them those questions. But as far as the functionality of the software, that's what I'm here for. I helped develop this software in the beginning and from before the group was formed. And we're not allowed to say the word guaranteed because there's nothing guaranteed in day trading, right? It's kind of a risky thing. So, but I can say the word guaranteed when it comes to this. I can guarantee you that the price is going to go up and down throughout the course of the day. So our strategies are based on that up and down natural movement that happens repetitively throughout the course of the day. The upper chart is ATBOS, and it's more of a short-term look at the up and down movement, and it trades on change of direction. So you'll notice that each trade that's taken, the price is changing directions from up to down and from down to up. So, and then the lower chart is more of a long-term look at the entire 13-hour trading day that we trade. And it's built for more profit, 13.5 points per winning trade versus 4.5 on the upper chart. So what makes us so successful is those couple of things. We've got two great strategies on both charts, two great systems that we use that bring the winning trades overall. And the fact that we limit the losses, the wins, we don't limit any wins. We take anything it'll give us. The losses we limit. We have a limit, and that's it. We stop it. And you know, it's kind of like you go to the casino. If anybody's been to the casino, and you go, hey, I'm only gonna gamble $100, and then you lose $100 in 10 minutes, and you go to reach in your pocket for another $100. We don't do that here. If we lose our limit for the day, we're done, and you reset the software for the next day. The software actually turns off, period. So, and then our money management is stellar. On the upper chart, the profit goal for each winning trade is 4.5 points versus a stop loss of only 3 points. So you can see our reward, our winning reward is much greater than our potential loss, 4.5 versus 3. On the lower chart, it's more dramatic than that, much more dramatic than that. It's 13.5 profit points, which we just grabbed this morning. The price went down just far enough to get it and then turned around abruptly and went straight upward, right? So the lower chart is 13.5 points profit with a 4.5 point stop loss. So if you do the math, 13.5 is divided by 3 is 4.5. So we would have to lose 3 trades to wipe out 1 win. If you see what I mean, our money management is awesome. So the combination of those three things, great strategies, systems that we follow, stop losses, and money management is the key to is 100% the key to our success. And as far as you're concerned, it provides the consistency that a day trader usually can't achieve consistency with manual trading. That's the biggest problem. And if you've researched day trading, you'll notice that 90% of the people out there fail when they try day trading. 90%. I mean, it's overwhelming. So here we are. We don't even trade. The software trades for us, right? We're in that 10% that is successful, just sitting back and drinking coffee.